What's up, KFG crew and KFG Kings? It's your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go over my WWE Raw review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Now, Monday Night Raw, I'm just gonna give it an 8. That's all I gotta say. I'm just gonna give it a number 8. Monday Night Raw was live at Washington D.C. Capital One Arena. That's it. Then we go from then, now, forever, together. The WWE video leads us into the show. A new Raw hype video plays, and we go live into the Capital One Arena in Washington D.C. to see a big pyrotechnics display. The Judgment Day makes their way to the ring, consisting of Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor. A video from last week's Raw reminding us that Ripley absolutely brutalized Dominic Mysterio. This distracts his father, Rey, who lost to Balor. Ripley says the Judgment Day runs Monday Night Raw. That's been a harsh reality to the Mysterios week in and week out. She even proves to Dominic Mysterio that she really is his pappy as she destroys his soul. The crowd boos. Finn Balor says everybody really loves the Mysterios. Finn Balor doesn't get it. For everyone who loves the Mysterios, he has some sad news for them. The Mysterios will not be here. Poor little Dominic had his soul crushed last week. As for Rey, he was destroyed by Finn Balor in the middle of the ring to further solidify his already legendary status in this business. Enough about last week. Balor wants to hear what Damian Priest will do to Edge next week. Damian Priest asks, What won't I do to Edge next week? Damian Priest asks the crowd if they want to see Edge confront them right now. The crowd does. Damian Priest says Edge isn't here tonight. The loudly boo. Damian Priest says Edge is in Toronto promoting his wrestling match next week. It will be his first one in over a decade in Toronto. Damian Priest heard what Edge said last week. He doesn't need Ripley or Balor at ringside. He doesn't sweat Edge. Damian Priest doesn't need anyone to deal with Edge. That's where he puts the final nail in the coffin of Edge's career. There will be no Finn Balor or Rhea Ripley. Just the two of them, one-on-one, man-to-man. Toronto will no longer be known as Edge's hometown. It will be a place where Damian Priest sends him back to retirement. Retirement won't be filming TV show or whack movies. Retirement would be Beth wheeling him around and feeding him with a tube for the rest of his life. All of a sudden, Rey Mysterio sneaks up and dropkicks Damian Priest out of the ring. Mysterio gets Balor out with a head scissors takeover. Rhea Ripley confronts Rey, knowing he won't hit her. Balor gets in the ring with a steel chair, so Rey dropkicks it in his face. Rey Mysterio hits Balor with the chair a few times before hitting Damian Priest with it. Mysterio goes to hit Balor with the chair again, but Rhea Ripley jumps in front. Mysterio goes to hit Damian Priest with it, but Ripley grabs the chair out of his hand. Damian Priest big boots Mysterio and punches away at him. Ripley puts the chair down in the center of the ring and gives Rey Mysterio a DDT onto it. Damian Priest wildly punches away at Rey Mysterio. Ripley and Damian Priest stretch Rey Mysterio, but puts the steel chair on his midsection. Finn Balor then gives Mysterio a coup de grace with the chair on his midsection. The Judgment Day stands tall as WWE referees run into the ring to help Mysterio. Mysterio is gasping for air. Alright, let's move on. So we go to commercial break. It was a good opener to begin the show, in my opinion. It was just a good opener. Commercial break. Bobby Lashley will defend the United States Championship against AJ Styles later tonight. WWE Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament first round match. Asuka and Alexa Bliss, accompanied by Bianca Belair versus Nikki ASH and Doudrop. I'm gonna say now this match was um, it was just solid, solid tag match. The winner of this match will face Io Sky and Dakota Kai in the semifinals of the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship tournament. Asuka starts against Nikki ASH. Nikki quickly takes Asuka down and slams her head on the mat. Nikki taunts the crowd, but Asuka quickly fights back and knees her in the face. Um, Alexa Bliss tags in. Bliss and Asuka hits a double team clothesline on Nikki. They then drop kicks Doudrop to the apron. Alexa Bliss and Asuka then knock Nikki ASH and Doudrop off the apron. So commercial break. We come back from the break to see Nikki applying a chin lock to Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss fights up, but Nikki ASH hit her down during the commercial. Alexa Bliss hits Nikki with a cannonball off the apron. Soon after, Doudrop avalanches Alexa Bliss into the ring post. Back to live action. Alexa Bliss hits Nikki with a jawbreaker. Nikki stumbles to her corner and tags Doudrop in. Alexa Bliss quickly knocks Doudrop back and tags Asuka. Asuka hits a missile drop kick on Doudrop before attacking Nikki, who is now tagging. Asuka hits Nikki with a drop kick and running hip attack. Nikki fights a German suplex, so Asuka crushes her with a strike combination. Asuka connects with a bridging German suplex for a near fall. Asuka kicks away at Nikki before Doudrop grabs the ankle. Nikki grabs Asuka and hits a backbreaker for a 2 count. Nikki whips Asuka to the corner. Doudrop comes in and whips Nikki into Asuka, but Asuka puts her on the apron. Nikki fights Asuka off and goes to the top rope for a diving crossbody block. Alexa Bliss breaks up the pin with a dropkick. Doudrop then flattens Alexa Bliss with a running crossbody block. Dana Brooke and Tamina are watching backstage. They were eliminated from the tournament last week by Io Sky and Dakota Kai. Doudrop tags in and lifts Asuka. Asuka slides off and strikes her before knocking Nikki off the apron with a hip attack. Doudrop quickly comes back with a Machoku driver for a near fall. Doudrop puts Asuka in the corner and goes for a Raider bomb, but Asuka rolls out of the way. Asuka kicks Doudrop in the head and tags Alexa Bliss in. Asuka hits a sliding kick on Doudrop, and Alexa Bliss hits a DDT. Asuka tags in and applies an armbar to Doudrop. Nikki tries to make the save, but Alexa Bliss pulls her out of the ring. Forearms hurt. Doudrop has no choice but to submit. The winner of the match by submission, Asuka and Alexa Bliss. Asuka and Alexa Bliss will face Dakota Kai and Io Sky in the semifinals of the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship tournament. Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair celebrates with Asuka and Alexa Bliss in the ring. They go up the ramp and are confronted by Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai. These two teams will square off at WWE Clash at the Castle. WWE officials quickly get between them to prevent a brawl. Kevin Patrick is backstage with Theory and 2022 Money in the Bank holder. We haven't seen him since SummerSlam. Theory says he's still the holder of the Money in the Bank. He may have miscalculate at SummerSlam, but he's wizards now. He'll do better next time. Dolph Ziggler walk up to him. Ziggler says that Theory would be embarrassed if he tries again. Ziggler says he held that contract and become the world heavyweight champion. Theory says Ziggler used to be a champion, but now he has been. When he successfully cash in, he'll keep winning and winning. Unlike Ziggler, he won't screw up the rest of his career. Ziggler angrily headbutts him. Theory starts brawling. So we go to commercial break. A video package a video showcasing the counting brawl with Dolph Ziggler and Theory backstage. WWE officials broke it up. Bobby Lashley defeated Ciampa's submission last week on Raw to retain the United States Championship. The commentators mentioned that Ciampa took Lashley to his limit. Sarah Scriber is backstage with Miz and Ciampa. She asks Ciampa where he sees himself moving forward after coming so close to beating Bobby Lashley. Ciampa says they don't hand out participation awards. The next time he'll get an opportunity at the title, he's talking it. Well, he's taking it. The Miz says the reason Ciampa isn't the champion tonight is that AJ Styles interfered in the match. Now AJ Styles is being awarded a title match. Miz says he smells conclusion. Miz hands Ciampa a card commemorating their friendship. It is on a chair like Logan Paul's Pokemon cards is. Uh, so we get the tag team match. So we get Ciampa and The Miz versus Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. Now this match was good. In a pre-tape promo, Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali says they are going to snatch opportunities in this new era of WWE. Ciampa will start against Cedric Alexander. They lock up and Ciampa backs Alexander into the ropes. Alexander quickly backs up. Ciampa applies a side headlock. Alexander tries to whip him off, but Ciampa grabs the hair and puts the side headlock back on. Ciampa takes him down and applies a chin lock, but Alexander counters into a hammerlock. Ciampa hits a snap mirror, but Alexander quickly goes back into the hammerlock. A tiny boss chant briefly pick up. Ciampa fights up and gets out. Ciampa hits a headlock takeover and chances in a headlock. Alexander fights up and whips Ciampa off. Ciampa responds with a shoulder block and hits the ropes. Alexander leapfrogs and flips over him before hitting a drop kick. Mustafa Ali tags in. Alexander sweeps Ciampa's feet and Ali hits a slingshot senton. Um, Alexander tags in and hits a slingshot senton for a 2 count. Cedric Alexander chops Ciampa, but he has a whip reverse. Ciampa lowers his head and eats a kick. Miz quickly grabs Cedric Alexander's hair, but Alexander knocks him away. Alexander goes for a handspring back elbow, but Ciampa kicks out his arm. Ciampa and the Miz taunt the crowd. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Miz hit Alexander with a patented corner clothesline. Ciampa quickly clotheslines Alexander down for a near fall. Ciampa applies a chin lock and really cranks it in there. Alexander fights up and hits a vertical suplex. Miz and Ali tag in. Ali chops Miz back. Miz reverse a hip. Miz reverse a whip, but Ali drop kicks Ciampa off the apron and kicks Miz back. Ali rolls into a sling blade for a 2 count. Miz quickly takes Ali down. Alexander tags in and goes for a lumber check. Miz flips through. Miz goes for a skull crusher finale, but Alexander gets out. Alexander hits a set out slam and covers. Ciampa puts Miz's foot on the bottom rope to break the pin. Ali then absolutely sends Ciampa flying over the commentary table with a suicide dive. Miz puts Alexander on the apron. Alexander goes for a sunset flip, but Miz sits on the shoulder and grabs the ropes. Ali quickly kicks Miz off the ropes. Alexander rolls Miz up for a near fall. Ali tags in and super kicks Miz. Ciampa blind tags but Ali doesn't know. Ali goes to the bottom row for a 450 splash. Um, but Ciampa sort of knee him out of midair. Ciampa follows up with the fairy tale ending for the win. The winner of the match, Ciampa and the Miz. That match was good. All right, Miz, who has a bloody nose, celebrates the victory with Ciampa. Replay are shown of Kevin Owens annihilating Ezekiel with an apron powerbomb last week on WWE Raw. The commentary says Ezekiel is in the hospital with his family by his side. It will be a long recovery. A photo is shown of Ezekiel in a hospital bed with his family. By his side, every one of them is Ezekiel. Slash Elias dressed up. Ernie Jr. Ezekiel, Dad, but exactly Ezekiel said if he ever get his hands on Kevin Owens, he'll get a piece of his mind. Alright, let's move on. Drew McIntyre is walking backstage. Stage hands are spraying something with a fire extinguisher. In the background, the commentators don't mention it. Commercial break. Hip hop artist Wally is showing that ringside. Video package WrestleMania 39 ticket party. Now this was a good promo by Drew McIntyre and I think Kevin Owens. Yeah. Anyway, Drew McIntyre makes his way to the ring to a big reception. McIntyre gets on the microphone and wants to hear Washington scream. They give him a shout. McIntyre says it is a shock to see him on Raw because he's on Friday Night SmackDown normally. It's even more shocking to see the other guy on any show. That would be re Rick react. I'm sorry, Rick Ty Retar in less than 3 weeks at WWE Clash in the Castle. It will be Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns for the undisputed championship. To finish his thought for SmackDown before he was rudely interrupted, this match isn't taking place on a fictional island of relentlessly. It's taking place on his island. When he wins the title, he will show up on Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, all the live events, and anywhere the titles were supposed to be defended because that's what WWE and the fans deserve. There are reports that McIntyre back is injured. It's true. His back is hurting from carrying the weight of his company on his back for the last 3 years. McIntyre does it with a smile because it's a privilege. This isn't a job. This is his dream. That's why he's here on his day off because he wants to scout future opponents. How about him against Ciampa, AJ Styles, or the new Seth freaking Rollins? On SmackDown, he could face Karen Cross. Kevin Owens music cuts cuts him off. Kevin Owens walks out to the stage looking confused. McIntyre also likes him versus Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens says it's a convenient that he comes out here, and then McIntyre says his name. There's something he never gotten about McIntyre. Kevin Owens doesn't understand that McIntyre has to pretend to be something he's not. McIntyre talks with his cartoon voice and wears a kid and has a sword. Owens says if McIntyre really believes he's being carried the way of this company, then he's a real dumb you know what. McIntyre doesn't know who he is. Kevin Owens says he knows who he is. Kevin Owens hasn't changed in his 22 year career. Kevin Owens is a real as it gets and the business. People like McIntyre may haven't forgotten what Kevin Owens is about. That's Kevin Owens for the last time for the last few years. He's been coming to work and having fun. Then something down on him when he got to his arena. Got to his arena. Kevin Owens got goosebumps. This is the same arena he had a fantastic match against Sami Zayn at the battleground. That remind him that Kevin Owens missed the special side to him. He missed the old Kevin Owens. It's time to bring back the Kevin Owens that people call the prize fighter. Kevin Owens hasn't held a title in WWE for 5 long years. Enough is enough. It is time for a change. Everyone champion is a target. The Intercontinental Championship, United States Championship, and the Tag Team Champions are all targets. At the Clash at the Castle, whether Roman Reigns or Drew McIntyre, they target. McIntyre says he let him have his say, and now it is his turn. McIntyre cannot stand when people tells lies about him. 15 years he was called the chosen one, and then he got fired. McIntyre worked on himself. WWE called him. He didn't call them. McIntyre is a two-time WWE champion. He beat Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, Randy Orton, and anyone that stood in his way. Who stood in his way. Where was I? Still in his way. McIntyre says he let him have had his say, and now it's his turn. McIntyre cannot stand when people tell lies about him. 15 years ago, he was called the chosen one, and then he got fired. McIntyre worked on himself. WWE called him. He didn't call them. McIntyre is a two-time WWE champion. He beat Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, Randy Orton, and anyone that stood in his path. Kevin Owens better not dare say he didn't know who he is. No matter what, they're the two wrestlers in a wrestling ring. How about they wrestle? Kevin Owens says that's McIntyre. It's no prize, but it's on. All right, commercial break. So we get Drew McIntyre versus Kevin Owens. Now I must say, this was a pretty good match. The bell rings and they lock up. McIntyre powers Kevin Owens in the corner and gives a clean break. Kevin Owens doesn't look impressed. They lock up and McIntyre backs him into the corner. Kevin Owens spins him around and gives him a break. They listen to the crowd for a moment. Kevin Owens applies a side headlock so McIntyre whips him off. Kevin Owens goes to the shoulder block him and shoulder block him, but McIntyre stays standing. McIntyre shouts, "Not today." Kevin Owens kicks him and applies a side headlock. McIntyre whips him off and absorbs another shoulder block before telling Kevin Owens to stick it. McIntyre applies a side headlock. Kevin Owens whips him off, so McIntyre turns him inside out with a shoulder block. with a shoulder block. McIntyre whips Kevin Owens to the corner, but he runs into a back elbow. Kevin Owens drives him and shoulder first into the ring post. Kevin Owens tells McIntyre to suck it and hits a cannonball. Kevin Owens pulls him into the ring and hits a senton splash, followed by a moonsault off the second rope for a 1 count. Kevin Owens is not happy about that. Kevin Owens stomps on McIntyre's hand. Kevin Owens puts McIntyre on the corner and shoulder him in the midsection. Kevin Owens hooked a foreign face lock and dragged him to the center of the ring. McIntyre blocks a suplex and catches Kevin Owens with a release suplex. Kevin Owens rolls out of the ring to recover. McIntyre hits the ropes, but Kevin Owens gets in the ring and punches him. Kevin Owens sends McIntyre out of the ring and goes for a suicide dive. But McIntyre gets on the apron and punches him. McIntyre goes to suplex Kevin Owens out of the ring, but Kevin Owens holds the ropes. Kevin Owens snaps him off the ropes and drives him headfirst into the ring post. McIntyre falls to the floor. Kevin Owens gets on the apron and hits a frog splash on the floor. So we go to commercial break. We come back from the break to see Kevin Owens applying a chin lock. McIntyre fights up, so Kevin Owens closes the back. McIntyre stumbles to the corner. Kevin Owens whips him hard into the opposite corner. McIntyre pops out with a clothesline. McIntyre hits another clothesline and follows up with a overhead belly to belly suplex. McIntyre hits another and connects with a neckbreaker. They both lay there for a moment before McIntyre kips up. McIntyre sets up for a future shot DDT, but Kevin Owens gets out and hits a DDT for a near fall. Kevin Owens pulls McIntyre to his feet and sends him into the ropes, but McIntyre holds on and boots him. McIntyre elbows him back and charges, but Kevin Owens boots him down. Kevin Owens on the top rope for a swanton bomb, but McIntyre gets the knees up. McIntyre hits a Machoke driver for a 2 count. McIntyre stand over Kevin Owens and get him to his feet. McIntyre chops the chest in the corner and puts him on the top rope. McIntyre sets up for a top rope superflex, but Kevin Owens fights it. McIntyre is hung in the tree of wool. McIntyre sits up and goes for a belly-to-belly superplex, but Kevin Owens fights it. Kevin Owens knocks McIntyre back into the tree of wool and goes to the mat. While McIntyre is still in the tree of wool, Kevin Owens crushes him with a cannonball. Kevin Owens quickly goes to the top rope and hits a big frog splash, but McIntyre just barely kicks out. Kevin Owens goes back to the top rope and connects with a swanton bomb, but McIntyre kicks out again just before 3. Kevin Owens is frustrated. The crowd chants, "This is awesome." Kevin Owens goes back to the top rope, but McIntyre pops up and attacks him. McIntyre stands on the second rope and lifts Kevin Owens. McIntyre hits White Nose off the second rope for a near fall. McIntyre cannot believe it. McIntyre sets up for a Claymore kick, but Kevin Owens counters into a stunner attempt. McIntyre hits a Glasgow kiss, and Kevin Owens responds with a super kick. McIntyre then turns him inside out with a clothesline. Both men are down. They struggle to get up and exchange punches in the green. This devolves into a hockey brawl before Kevin Owens finally knees him in the midsection. McIntyre gets out of a pop-up powerbomb and drops him with a future shot DDT. McIntyre sides Kevin Owens up in the corner. All of a sudden, the Usos attacks McIntyre. The winner by disqualification, Drew McIntyre. The match itself was pretty good. It wasn't bad, but it was just pretty good. They super kick McIntyre down. Jey Uso goes for a top rope splash, but McIntyre moves. McIntyre goes to close on Jimmy out of the ring, but he doesn't go over. Jimmy rolls out of the ring instead. McIntyre then gives Jey back body drop out of the ring, and Jey accidentally lands on his brother at ringside. McIntyre then turns into a thunder from Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens shouts to the Usos that the Tribal Chief owes him one. The Usos get back in the ring to attack McIntyre, but McIntyre gives Jey a Glasgow kiss. McIntyre then rocks Jimmy with a claymore. McIntyre says he'll see Roman at Friday Night SmackDown this week. Alright, a video showing of Seth freaking Rollins giving Riddle a stomp on the floor onto his steel steps at Madison Square Garden 2 weeks ago at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins also stomped Riddle there. Riddle is showing getting ready for an interview. Burn it down. The arena, Seth freaking Rollins makes his way to the ring. Commercial break. Seth freaking Rollins is in the ring, wearing an absolute ridiculous outfit. Rollins says he is a visionary, he is a revolutionary, and he is Seth freaking Rollins. The crowd finished that for him. Seth Rollins says he excited because the time has finally come. Riddle is getting mic'd up in his mother basement satellite to get his big news. Seth Rollins wants to be here to get a front row seat. They're going to celebrate Riddle finally doing the smart thing by retiring the crowd boos him. Seth Rollins says this is cause for celebration. Now Riddle can go back to the middle school and finish 7th grade. Maybe he can start a smart farm. That industry is a very lucrative these days. Riddle cuts him off. Riddle says he glad he's out there so the people can see what a smiling piece of trash he is. Riddle says he does have a medical update. Rollins says this is the moment they've been waiting for. Riddle says his medically clear. The next time he sees Rollins, it's on. Rollins asks if he's going to be on like a few weeks ago at Madison Square Garden or what they meant a SummerSlam. Whenever they're in the same big needy it and the same way with Rollins thumbing his head into the corner into the mat. So Rollins is always steps ahead of Riddle. Rollins wished Riddle was so he could stomp on the rest of his brain. Cell out of his head. Riddle says he's glad that Rollins says that because he's not in his mom's basement. He's actually in DC. He's coming to kick his you know what. Riddle music hits and he charged down to the ring. Riddle avoids a stomp and pulls Rollins out of the ring. They brawl at ringside. Riddle gets Rollins in the ring and kicks away at him before hitting an exploder suplex. Rollins out of the ring. Riddle goes to follow him, but Rollins sweeps the feet. Riddle hits the apron hard. Rollins sends Riddle over the commentary table and punches away at him. Rollins asks how stupid Riddle is while laying him on the table. Rollins goes for the stomp but on the table, but Riddle avoids it. Riddle kicks Rollins over the barricade. Riddle follows Rollins in the crowd. But Riddle escapes the crowd chant, bro. A video package. Bobby Lashley versus AJ Styles for United States Champion. AJ Styles is showing warming up backstage. Commercial break. Riddle is walking backstage when Kevin Patrick comes up to him. Riddle says tonight was just a taste of what's coming for Seth freaking Rollins. Riddle wants Rollins at Clash at the castle. So we get Killer versus Veer Mahan. This match I didn't really care about. The battle is Killer sidesteps Mahan twice. Mahan chased but Killer gets away in third time and leaves the ring. A furious Mahan goes outside, but Killer gets back in the ring. Mahan gets frustrated as he gets into the ring. Killer drug kicks him, and alright, Mahan grabs Killer and throws him over the top rope. Mahan grabs him at ringside and throws him back into the ring. Mahan crushes him with an avalanche and connects with a big thou press. Mahan follows up with the $1 million arm lariat. Mahan looks furious and jumps on the back before applying the cervical clutch for the submission. The winner of the match, Bear Mahan. Didn't really care about the match. United States Championship, Bobby Lashley is warming up for backstage. He'll face AJ Styles for the first time next. Commercial break. Sarah Screever is backstage with Dakota Kai, Bailey Io Sky. With her, Dakota Kai says is asked about having her first singles match on Raw tonight. Kai says Screever should already know. Screever asks for clarification. Bailey tells Kai to answer. Kai says she's going to win. Il Sky says something. Bailey says we can expect a lot of winning from all of them. Dakota Kai walks off and confronts WWE 24/7 champion. Dana Brooke. Dakota Kai asks if she's ready for tonight. Dana Brooke says she ready 24/7. Kai warns her about tonight. So we get a United States Championship match. AJ Styles versus Bobby Lashley. This match sucks. This match sucks. I ain't gonna lie. Um, the bell rings and AJ Styles kicking away at the legs of the big man. AJ Styles gets him in the corner, but Lashley knocks him back before running him inside out with a shoulder tackle. Lashley puts Styles in the corner and elbows him in the head a few times. Lashley drops him with a neck breaker for a 1 count. Styles attacks Lashley, so Lashley hits the ropes. Styles drops down and leapfrogs him before hitting a drop kick on the United States champion. Styles drop elbows on the leg, trying to take away the best of the larger Lashley. Dueling chance for both men pick up. Styles bounces Lashley in the corner. Lashley quickly comes back with a school slam before getting him to his feet before getting him to his feet, throwing him out of the ring. AJ Styles hits a baseball slide and goes for the apron. Lashley pulls him down onto the shoulders. AJ Styles slides off and pushes him to the ring post. Lashley knocks him back, but Styles quickly gets on the apron and hits a sliding knee. AJ Styles then leaps off the apron with a forearm smash. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Lashley slide AJ Styles hard into the ring post. Styles falls out of the ring in a heap. Lashley dribbles Styles into the barricade and whips him hard into it. Lashley gets in the ring to break the count. Lashley puts Styles into the ring, and elbows him in the corner. Lashley continues to attack him in the corner. Styles fights back with a jawbreaker and kicks him in the head. Styles is holding his lower back. Styles drops a knee on him. You said drops? Just jawbreaker. It says right here. We come back from the break. Lashley slides Styles hard into the ring post. Styles falls out of the ring in a heap. Lashley drills Styles into the barricade and whips him hard into it. Lashley gets in the ring and breaks the count. Lashley puts Styles in the ring and elbows him in the corner. Lashley continues to attack him in the corner. Styles fights back with a jawbreaker and kicks him in the head. Styles holding his lower back. Styles drops a knee on Lashley, so that part I was at right there. Lashley punches back, but Styles responds with a strike of his own. Styles charges, but Lashley plants him with a spine buster. Lashley whips him hard into the corner, and Styles' face bounces off the top of the ring post. The Miz and Ciampa walk out to the ringside. Lashley whips Styles hard to the corner, and Styles' face hits the ring post again. Lashley sets up for a suplex, but Styles fights it. Styles needs him in the head, but Lashley quickly kicks him. Lashley hits a front suplex on the top rope and viciously knocks Styles to the floor. Ciampa distracts Lashley, and Miz goes to attack Styles. All of a sudden, WWE security stops someone from coming over the barricade. It's Dexter Loomis. Miz looks unsure of what to do. The screen quickly cuts to black. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Styles striking at Lashley. Lashley blocks a kick and elbows him. Lashley then crushes him with a flatliner for a 2 count. During the commercial, Lashley gives Miz a spear at ringside. The referee then ejects Miz and Ciampa from ringside. In the ring, Styles avoids a spear and gets Lashley out of the ring. Styles then hits a forearm plancha. Styles puts Lashley in the ring and crushes him with a strike combo. Styles hits a diving forearm. Styles avalanches him in the corner and lifts him, but his back gives out. Lashley shoves him to the corner and throws him to the apron. Styles shoulders him and kicks the leg. Styles hits a slingshot for him for a 2 count. Lashley power Styles to the corner. Styles knocks Lashley back and charges, but Lashley counters into a running power slam for a near fall. Lashley is not happy. Lashley puts Styles on the top rope and goes for a bell-to-belly superplex, but Styles slides out. Styles gets him in the torture rack and hits a rack bomb for a near fall. Styles sets up for a Styles clutch, but Lashley hits a back body drop. Lashley lifts him up and hits an over the shoulder slam for a near fall. Lashley goes outside and lifts Styles up. Lashley drills Styles head first into the ring post. Lashley puts Styles into the ring and goes to the corner. Lashley goes for a spear, but AJ Styles kicks him. Styles rolls through and applies a calf crusher. Lashley fights it and rolls over, but Styles counters into a pin for a near fall. Styles knocks Lashley back and Lashley limps back. Lashley avoids a phenomenal form and connects with a spear for the win. The winner and still your United States Championship, Bobby Lashley. This match, I ain't gonna lie, this match was too long, but but it still was like, okay for what it was. Even though I said it sucks, but I totally changed my mind. But this match was okay for what it was. But it was just okay match for what it was. But anyway, um, Mr. Money in the Bank Theory is warming up backstage. He'll face Dolph Ziggler later tonight. Commercial break. Non-title match. WWE 24/7 champion Dana Brooke versus Dakota Kai, accompanied by Bailey and Io Sky. Now this match was god awful. This was a god awful match. They lock up and Dakota Kai quickly floors her with a snap kick. Dakota Kai hits a running boot for a 2 count. Kai whips her hard into the corner and hits a running knee for a near fall. Kai kicks away at the face, and sends her back to the corner. Dana Brooke knocks her back and hits a pair of short arm clotheslines. Dana Brooke whips her to the corner and hits a handspring back elbow. Dakota Kai quickly comes back with a running boot in the corner for the win. The winner of the match, Dakota Kai. This match was god awful. Back. I'm sorry. Yeah, that match was god awful. Well, I was trying to say video package Edge versus Damian Priest next week on WWE Raw. In addition to Edge versus Damian Priest next week, Alexa Bliss and Asuka will face Dakota Kai and Io Sky in the semifinals of the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship tournament. Like I said it earlier last week, I said this last week. I got Dakota Kai and Io Sky winning the entire tournament. That's all I gotta say. It says Mr. Money in the Bank. Theory makes his way to the ring. He'll face Dolph Ziggler next. Um, Commercial break. Replay are showing from SummerSlam of Theory getting destroyed while trying to cash in the Money in the Bank contract. So we get Theory versus Dolph Ziggler. Um, this main event, this main event was solid. They should have put a, they should have put the United States Championship match at the main event, but they didn't do it. But they didn't do it. The United States Championship should have been on the main event. That's all I gotta say. But this main event match was solid. It was just solid for what it was. But lame to end the show. But anyway, Theory versus Dolph Ziggler, solid main event. The bell rings and it quickly go to the mat to brawl. Theory punches away at him, but Ziggler knocks him away. Ziggler gets to his feet and levels him with a nasty forearm. Shiver, Ziggler takes a few moments to recover. Theory sends him shoulder first into the ring post. Theory talks trash and sends him back to the ring post. Theory shouts that he can do this all day. Sends Ziggler a third time into the ring post. Theory mugs for the crowd before pulling Ziggler into the ring. And they picking up a near fall. Theory chokes him on the middle rope. Theory talks trash, so Ziggler. It says talks trash, but Ziggler. Here you go. I found it. Here you go. I found it. I found it. I found it. I found it, y'all. I found it. I got lost there for a second. It says. It says. I know I had it. It was right here. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I got lost there. I got lost there. I got lost there. So here it is. Theory versus Dolph Ziggler. Solid main event. Now I gotta start over from the beginning. The bell rings and they quickly go to the mat to brawl. Theory punches away at him, but Ziggler knocks him away. Theory gets to his feet and levels him with a nasty form. Shiver. Ziggler takes a few moments to recover, so Theory sends him shoulder first into the ring post. Theory talks trash and sends him back to the ring post. Theory shouts that he can't do this all day and sends Ziggler to a third time into the ring post. Theory mugs for the crowd before pulling Ziggler into the ring and picking up in their fall. Theory chokes him on the middle rope. Theory talks trash, so Ziggler kicks him back and spikes him with a DDT. Ziggler grabs Theory and sends him shoulder first into the ring post. Theory falls to ringside and holds his shoulder in pain. Ziggler gets Theory back into the ring and punches away at him. Ziggler puts Theory on the top rope, but Theory knocks him down. Theory shouts at the crowd, but Ziggler scales the ropes and hits a sit-out facebuster off the top rope. Ziggler lands hard on his knee and appears to have injury. Ziggler calls for a 2 count. Commercial break. We come back from the final break of the evening to see Ziggler fighting up from a chinlock. Ziggler elbows him and punches him in the head. Ziggler charges, but Theory hits a drop toe hold onto the middle turnbuckle. Theory gets on the apron and waits for him to get up. Theory hits a rolling thunder dropkick for a near fall. Theory once again sends him shoulder first into the ring post. Ziggler screams in pain. Theory talks some trash and goes for a suplex, but Ziggler slides through. Ziggler elbows him back and connects with a boot. Ziggler sidesteps him and hits a pair of clotheslines. Ziggler then does a 10 punch in the corner before hitting a neck breaker. Ziggler hits a hard stomping elbow drop for a near fall. Ziggler smacks himself in the face to get fired up. Ziggler goes for a super kick, but Theory blocks it. Ziggler responds with an elbow and goes to the middle rope, but Theory attacks the lower back. Theory hits a torture rack bomb for a near fall. Theory hits a torture rack bomb for a near fall. Theory goes to the apron and goes for a rolling thunder dropkick to but Ziggler counters into a famous for a near fall. Both men trade punches before Theory kicks and clubs away at him. Dolph Ziggler kicks him and headbutts him. Theory gets out of a zigzag and clotheslines him down. Theory signals for the end. Theory sets up for an A-Town, but Ziggler slides off. They trade punches, but before Ziggler hits a zigzag for a near fall. Both men take a few moments to recover, and it looks exhausted. Ziggler signals for a super kick, but Theory counters into a roll-up. Theory puts his feet on the ropes, but the referee catches him. Ziggler rolls him up for a 2 count. Ziggler hits the ropes, but Theory hits A-Town for the win. The winner by pinfall, Theory. All right, so we get the match itself was solid. Next week on Raw, Edge will battle Damian Priest. We'll also see Dakota Kai and Io Sky versus Alexa Bliss and Asuka in the semifinals for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship tournament. And Monday Night Raw goes off the air. But like I said earlier, Monday Night Raw gets an 8, and that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review and highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on one of your thoughts on Monday Night Raw, because I give it an 8. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And I'll see you guys tomorrow live on YouTube. And I hope you guys will be there. So I know the Daniel channel told me that he was gonna be in my live stream for tomorrow. So I hope I see Daniel channel, the Daniel channel, and that girl Jackie in my live stream tomorrow, which it will gonna be there. But anyway, this your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. KFG crew, KFG Kings, Too Sweet, and I'm out of here. Gang.